Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video is going to cover, this is the weekly element read, and it's going to cover from November 2nd through the 8th, 2025 for all the earth signs. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let's see what's going on for all you earth signs out there. And please hit that like button because when you hit it, it will send this video out to other earth signs that need to see it and it will help my channel to grow. So I ask you to please hit that like button so that it will help the channel and some more people see the information. Also hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already so that you get future videos I put out. And I want to thank all my existing and new subscribers. I really appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. And this element read, this weekly read goes out every Friday, and every Saturday is the collective weekly read for the upcoming week. All right, let's see. So what is going on for earth signs for the week of November 2nd through the 8th? What is the energy for all the earth signs for the week of November 8th through 2nd through 8th, 2025? Okay. So as always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because it might resonate with you, it might not. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Earth signs. So we've got, the 9 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. We've got, 10 of Wands. Ooh. And we got the 4 of Cups. Ooh, we got the 8 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. It's really interesting because some of these cards that you have been coming out in a lot of the readings for October. So that's interesting for all the elements, really. So coming into the week of November 2nd through the 8th, Earth signs, you are getting out of a cycle and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're done with it. So you've been working on getting out of this, and you think about like this man's he's pushing all these wands and he just feels overwhelmed. He's pushing, he's putting his back into it, but he's at the end of this cycle and he's like finally there, and you are finally there at the end of a cycle. And I'm hearing you're very happy about it, whatever whatever it is that you're ending up this cycle. You're very happy to be at the end of it, and you are feeling overwhelmed, and exhausted. You are. And currently, which is interesting because this was the past energy right here, this 10 of Pentacles, it was the past energy. But then for the current energy, you get the 9 of Wands. I'm not Pentacles, I'm sorry, 10 of Wands. And then you get the 9 of Wands for your current energy. So I feel like you ended the cycle in the past because this is the past energy. So it's already happened. You've ended this cycle coming into the week of November 2nd. But I feel like this is how you're feeling. Even though it's already ended, as you go into this week, you are feeling tired, exhausted, like you've just been through one too many battles. And there's this sense of, I'm hearing like you're just worn out, like you need to rest and take care of yourself. You need to rest and take care of yourself because you need to recover from the ending of that cycle. So it's ended, but you're still feeling, pretty beat up and bruised, so to speak, like you've been through a bunch of battles. That's how you're feeling currently. And then the situation is this, that cycle's ended, but you're feeling, you're feeling this, there's a sense of like loss and scarcity. So you can see like, they're wearing rags, they're in snow, he's got crutches. So and they're like outside of it looks like a church with a stained glass window. So there's this sense of scarcity and loss, even though you're glad that cycle ended. Maybe financially you're feeling like it's the cycle ended, but financially you're feeling like you're in a sense of loss and scarcity. Like maybe, and I'm hearing the word divorce. I don't know if that's the case for everyone, but maybe a divorce was finalized and that cycle's closed out. but maybe because of the divorce, there's some things you had to like pay out or, through the settlement, and it left you in this sense of, feeling like scarcity and loss, like financially, like you lost something out of it financially, and you're feeling that way. And you're feeling, beat up because it was a hard process. Like emotionally, mentally, it was hard, but you also could have lost some money financially, and that's making you feel like you're in a loss or scarcity that you need to rebuild your finances. Yeah, I'm really leaning heavy towards that's the scenario in this. That's what I'm really feeling could be a strong situation for some people here with the divorce analogy, but situation. But the universe is trying to give you a cup that you just don't see yet in the current energy. This is the atmosphere. So even though you feel beat up and you ended that cycle and you've been through a lot, and you need to rest and kind of like recalibrate and get yourself back on track. And even if you've had this loss with financial loss, the universe is trying to give you a cup. It's trying to help you. So it's giving its little hand. It's like, here you go, giving this hand. But you don't see it yet because you're looking down here, and it's because you just got out of that situation and you're still feeling pretty beat up from it. So you're not in a mental space yet where you're seeing this. You haven't like rested and healed enough to see the opportunity, but the universe is trying to give it to you. The divine's trying to give it to you. But you're not there yet. But you will get there, because this is your current energy right here, Earth signs. This is you currently coming into this week. And what I'm hearing is you just got out of this cycle. Like over here, you just got out of that cycle, whatever it was. It just ended recently. Like it was in the past, but it hasn't been that long. So you're still very much recovering from it emotionally, mentally. And that's why you don't see this opportunity yet, this offer that the universe is trying to bring in, because you're just not mentally in a place to see it yet, because you're trying to heal and recover. And also you're dealing with, like I said, there could be a loss financially that you're dealing with. Yeah, I'm really feeling strongly like this could be like a divorce situation or an end of a relationship. That's just what's really coming to me. Because I'm seeing people, like two people fighting, and they're walking away from each other. So it could be like a dissolving of a relationship is what's going on for you, Earth signs, or for a majority of you maybe watching this video. But in the near future, you're going to rebuild those pentacles. So if you've lost something out of it, like a settlement or out of this situation, and you're in this scarcity and lack type situation, that's not going to last forever. It's like you're building your pentacles and you're working hard on it. And this is in the near future, so it hasn't happened yet. Because like I said, I'm really feeling strongly like that cycle just ended, and you're on that recovery. You're currently in recovery mode from it. And this is in the near future. So you haven't gotten there yet. But you are going to rebuild those pentacles. And you're going to be, I feel like you're going to be successful at it. You're going to be quite abundant about being able to rebuild. If you did lose, financial, if you did lose things financially, you'll be able to rebuild that. And I feel like this this opportunity that the universe is trying to give you could very well be to help you rebuild your life from getting out of that cycle. And it could very well be an opportunity to help you build your pentacles back up, because I feel like you are going to end up being pretty abundant, because this is an 8. So you got, in the near future, you are going to be successful about getting out of this scarcity and loss of the financial loss that you've experienced, and you are going to be able to rebuild pretty abundantly. You're going to be pretty successful at it. Now, I feel the advice I'm getting is you're definitely going to be rebuilding your life like a magician. See how he has all his little tools here? He's got all the tools of the zodiac, the cup, he's got a sword, he's got a wand on that table, and a pentacle. So he has everything he needs. And if you look above his head, he's got the infinity symbol. So he's using his crown chakra. He's using his chakra to connect with the divine, to help give him intuition, to help him rebuild. So you are, you're going to be working on rebuilding your life after this cycle, since this cycle has closed. And you're working on it now. But I hear a sense of warning with this card, though. So there could be some gossip and innuendo that you're dealing with since this cycle ended for you. But you're just going to purge forward or just move forward and not pay attention to this. So what I'm hearing is don't pay attention to if say, I'm just going to use that divorce situation because I feel strongly that could be very strong the case for most of the earth signs here, or end of a relationship. Say that you're dealing with people talking about it behind your back, or there's this gossip innuendo going on in the community or with past friends or about what happened, but you're not going to let that bother you. I mean, be careful around that. I'm hearing, be careful of what you tell people and only tell people that you really trust, your feelings. Just be very cautious about who you open up to and who you talk to about it. But you're not going to let it bother you. It's not going to keep you from rebuilding. So you are going to rebuild your life and things are going to get back on track and you're going to be quite successful, rebuilding your finances. So it's all going to fall into place. But currently, you're still in this energy where you're still healing. And even though you're rebuilding, it's you're not seeing quite yet, you're not ready or haven't seen the cup that the universe is trying to give you. And that's because you're kind of in this lower vibrational energy because you're healing. You're healing emotionally, mentally. If you had financial loss because of it, you're healing from that. You're trying to deal with that. So there's just a lot on you mentally. So, okay, what I'm hearing is to take it easy on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself time to heal from that end of that cycle because it took a lot out of you and it was really hard. And to the point where you feel like this guy in this card, I mean, it's just been, emotionally and mentally, it was very taxing for you and it was very hard and stressful. And you feel like you've been through some battles. So don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself time to you can start putting the things in place to rebuild, but allow yourself time to recover from this is what I'm hearing. Make sure you get plenty of rest. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, eating right, making sure I'm seeing someone sleeping, get enough sleep, and do fun things. Make sure that you're getting out in nature if that's something you enjoy. Do things that are going to help lift your vibration and help you heal through this. Listening to music you like, high vibrational music, making sure you're eating good, healthy foods, take care of your body. I keep hearing going out in nature. I'm seeing somebody walking around trees and I see a lake and a stream, doing some fishing. I'm actually seeing somebody fishing, but just things like that you enjoy. Make sure that you're putting time in your schedule for fun things to help lift your vibration. But be patient with yourself because I'm hearing it's going to take time. I'm seeing the old timekeeper with the sand and you flip it for hourglass, I think they're called hourglass. You're going, that's what I'm seeing. So give yourself time to heal from this. Don't rush through that process because if you give yourself time to heal, you'll be able to better handle if there's any kind of gossip or innuendo. And like I said, be careful who you talk to about this. Just tell your most trusted friend or confidant, but if you need to talk to somebody, but just be very careful. But you're not gonna let it bother you. I feel it's not gonna affect you, but just be careful who you talk to. Because you might be dealing with some of that. Because, there's some people out there, they just like to talk about other people. They just like to gossip, unfortunately. And that is a low vibrational type of activity. And it's not good. But there's some people that really, they enjoy that. And so you just have to be careful who you talk to. But I do feel like you're going to be good at rebuilding things. You're going to be good. And you are going to see this opportunity from the divine, the universe. You're going to see it. Right now, you don't see it. It's trying to give it to you right now in the atmosphere, and you don't see it, and it's just because of where you are mentally and emotionally, because you haven't like healed out of that yet. But you are going to see it, and when you see it, you're going to be able to, kind of put it all together, like he has everything on the table all together, and rebuild. And you are going to, in the near future, you're going to be in a much better place, especially financially, because you're going from this 5, of lack and scarcity to an 8. 5 to an 8. So you are going to experience a lot of growth financially. Now, you're not going to be at a 10 of Pentacles yet, but you are going to be, growing, and you're going to recover financially if there was a financial loss on you had to deal with. You are going to grow, but it's going to take work. It's going to take work to regain those pentacles, to regain that financial, to come back from that financial loss. You're going to have to work at it, but you are going to be successful, and you are going to be in a good place. So it looks like, earth signs, that, it looks like you're going through a lot right now, into going into the week of November 2nd, because you just came out of this cycle. Like, it wasn't that long ago. And so you're doing a lot of healing, and it's kind of like a rough moment at the moment in the current energy, because you're dealing with the healing and all of that. But just hang in there, because, in the near future, you're going to be in a much better place than you are currently right now. But like I said, make sure you allow yourself time to heal and do those things that you enjoy, because when you go out and do, things you enjoy, or listen to music you enjoy, or, hobbies you enjoy, or spend time in nature, that's all lifting your vibration, which is going to help you to get to heal and be in a better place. Because I feel like you need to do a lot of healing, because you went through a lot with this situation. So that's what I have for you, earth signs. Pretty intense reading, but just hang in there. It looks like, you're going to be in a much better place, but make sure you give yourself time and allow yourself time to heal. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the reading. See you soon. Bye-bye.